Okay, here we are at Valley Speedway on a Saturday night, and we are having a B-Mod-mania right here as we're getting ready to try the 5th start here for the B-Mods on at Valley Speedway on a Saturday night, and we've got a guest commentator here with us tonight. We've got old Kick. Kick, give us the lineup, buddy.
Here we go, the 33 of Brian Montgomery, the 75X of Scott Martin, Brad Smith in the 99, Gunnar Martin in the 75, old Grandpa Gene Claxton in the 42, Bradley Montgomery in the 10, won his heat race tonight. Let's see if he can hold on up here.
Brian Montgomery is going to lead him through 1 and 2 and lead coming out of 2 and take him into 3 and 4. Scotty Martin at the 75 right there, as well as Brad Smith right behind him. Then we got Gunnar Martin back there, and boy, old Scotty Martin is going to put it in there beside Brian Montgomery, but he's not going to give it up. And finally, we have got this B-Mod race underway, and Brad Smith, umptime champion here at Valley Speedway.
There goes Brad Smith up top.
Now looks like he's going to take the lead.
There he goes.
Brian Montgomery here on about lap 2. Montgomery hanging in there, trying to make a charge back on the bottom side. Brad Smith up there in 3 and 4, but it's not going to work. Brad Smith hangs on to that lead. Now Gunnar Martin looks like he'd like to come up there and put a little charge on Scotty, with Gene Claxton hanging back there in the wings, waiting for somebody to mess up so that he can move up into either that 3rd or 4th spot. Best race on the track right now, Scotty Martin and Gunnar Martin. Now Claxton comes up into about mid-track and starts to take a look. Nothing there, track's blocked by the new Martin. Now Gene gets a look underneath, and they're going to come out of turn 4, 3 wide. Claxton is going to come away with that 3rd place spot. Well, maybe not, as he drifts up pretty high. They've got one spun out down here in turn 3. Well, Kick, Brad Smith is showing why he's been track champion here.
Yeah, you know, he drives with that right hand up on the interior panel, so he's an all left-hander driver. I don't think he probably did that when he used to drive in the asphalt days.
The one-arm bandit, you might say.
He's got the one arm going on, so here we go, green flag.
Brad Smith takes him into turn 1 with Brian Montgomery right off his back quarter panel. Gunnar Martin now up into that 3rd spot with Scotty Martin in 4th. Gene Claxton now is going to slide up the track. A couple cars are going to get by him for that 5th spot. Brad Martin still solid up here in the front of this race. He's going to lead him down into 3 and 4. Brian Montgomery hanging close. Comes up there through 3 and 4 and shows Brad Smith a front wheel just to let him know that, hey, you ain't running away with this thing yet. Top 3 cars now starting to pull away from the rest of the field. Gunnar Martin back about a half a car length off the back bumper of Brian Montgomery. Brad Smith up around the top there, not quite up to the cushion. Brian Montgomery down fairly low, probably about a car width off the bottom when he looks inside. Brad Smith again there through 3 and 4 and makes a pretty good run through 3 and 4. But number 66 is turned around down here in the bottom side of turn number 2. Well, Kick, Grandpa Claxton made a really nice pass on both of the Martin boys there earlier, but he went up too high in turn 2, and now he's back into 6th place, and we got Thurman, we think, Dustin Thurman in that 5th spot, Gene back to 6th. But boy, nice move, wasn't it?
Yeah, Well, that DQ number 45 car, the Dairy Queen car, the Dustin Thurman you're talking about, that guy said be our mystery driver. I've never seen him here before, but we'll see how he does. He's come through the field. Here we go.
Montgomery comes up and taps the back bumper of Brad Smith up there in 3 and 4. Now looks to that low side. Can he get a run off that bottom? He can get in the corner pretty good, but he just cannot get off that bottom side.
Yeah, Montgomery's really throwing it in. He's
Brad Smith now
on 3 wheels.
Brad Smith now opens up a slight lead. Montgomery comes up on his line, tries to build up a little bit of speed up there. Now he's got Gunnar Martin right on his tail end. We've got to be at least halfway, over halfway. Once again, Brian Montgomery diving to the bottom. Just cannot get that speed off the corner. And Brad Smith is carrying up around the top. Top 4 cars now starting to pull away just a little bit. Boy, Brian Montgomery tries it again and drifts up and almost gets into the side of Brad Smith. Boy, if nothing else, he's making it look good. Now Gunnar Martin just almost pulls up on the bottom side of Brian Montgomery. Once again, Montgomery up, right up. Boy, I mean, they're door handle to door handle. And now, but we've got one spun out down here, and it looks like Brian Montgomery was going to take it away, but evidently Brad Smith already saw the caution flag, as it is Brian Montgomery's brother that spins out up here in turn 2, and I bet Brian will have something to say to him later on about what is going on. I was just running good, and you spun out.
Got Brad Smith, yeah, over here talking to the officials. Maybe he's checking on something, I don't know, but this race...
Did they check something out on a car kick, or what was going on?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Uh-oh, look here.
And he's pulling into the fence.
He's pulling in.
Flap.
I don't think Bryant got into him. They were racing pretty hard. That was going to be a good race, but I guess it's up to Gunnar. I think that's Gunnar.
Yeah,
to get around Montgomery here. This ought to be interesting. Folks, it's just been really one strange night here. Some different winners in the heat race, and these races so far have just been real crazy. We'll see what happens.
I think, let's see, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have lost 11 cars out of this B-Mod A-Main here tonight. So the field slowly dwindling down. But now that Brian Montgomery has an open track ahead of him, it's going to be interesting to see just what he can do, because it looked like he might have been faster there than Brad Smith toward the end of that green flag run. What do you think?
Yeah, this orange number 8 here, you got Terry Bruner in about 5th place right there. He's right there behind Claxton. He's one of them old Lakeside veterans. He's in front of our mystery car, number 45. And then you got Steve Gearhart, and I think we're getting ready to go green. So here we go. Let's try to get this race finished and get on to some street stocks.
They've given him 1 to go as Brian Montgomery now takes him through 3 and 4 with Gunnar Martin right on the backside. Scotty Martin behind him, Gene Claxton. Terry Bruner back in that 5th spot. I figure that Brian Montgomery's going to hug that back to the bottom side, but that's where he was having such good luck. Running down there very low, pretty low. Gunnar Martin comes up and gives him a little tap and just let him know he's there. Valley Speedway. Boy, Gunner comes up and gives him a shot again there as they go down the front straightaway, maybe trying just to upset his car enough going into the corner. Maybe Brian might get this a little bit loose. Now Brian looks like he's getting his rhythm back or something, and now he starts to pull away just a little bit. Away from Gunner Martin. Scotty Martin back there in third. Now Gene Claxton looks like he's going to get a challenge. Terry Brenner there for that fourth place. He manages to hold Brenner off there for fourth. We have got to be getting down toward the end of this race. And the 45 kind of gets his bumper hooked on the 19. The white flag does come out. Brian Montgomery. All Brian's got to do now is negotiate turns 3 and 4, which he's been doing really good, probably maybe his fastest corners here tonight. And it looks like Brian Montgomery, Gunner Martin, Scotty Martin, Gene Claxton, and Terry Brenner, and Brad Smith's back out there, but man, he's got to be 2 or 3 laps down. Well, kick the young guy from, I think it's Grain Valley, if I remember right. Brian Montgomery exits the car. All I can say is, you know, for a young driver, used a lot of patience there on dealing with Brad Smith.
Yeah, he sure did. You know, consistency pays off. He just sat back there, and I don't know what happened to Brad Smith, but he pulled in. I think Brad ended up finishing 6th. He came back out. Of course, I don't know if he was a few laps down, but, you know, I talked to the 33 car and his brother about the heat race because they were in their heat race, and good people, and he said he was doing everything he could to try to pass his brother, but said he couldn't do nothing. The bottom was too sloppy, and said he just wanted to keep his own position, so just stayed behind him and protected their spots, and here they are in victory lane. Congratulations to them.
I know Brian has been running some ULMA late model stuff also, so kind of surprised to see him here at Valley tonight, but I guess the whole family's here, so we'll, like I say, send a shout out to the Montgomery clan and say congratulations, guys, on a great run here tonight, and way to go. Well, as crazy as things have been here tonight at Valley Speedway on a Saturday night, now we're getting ready to go with the street stocks. Who knows what's going to happen in this? Kick, give us the lineup, buddy.
Here we go. We got the 38S of Joey Stevens, the X15 of Bobby Ruff, the 14P of Josh Paul, 11X of Jerry Schmidt, the 15 of Brian Mays, the 6 of Hank Thompson, the 44 of Larry McCracken, and the 18 of Raymond Littrell. I think you got 45, Jeremy McConville. And here we go, green flag, let's go.
And looks like the 38 of Joey Stevens is going to jump out to that lead. Looks like Jerry Schmidt now is going to come up and challenge for that second spot. And he is going to take it away. From the 15 of Bobby Ruff. Once again, your leader, the 38 of Joey Stevens. Bobby Ruff, and now 19. 4th place, but we've got a spin out here by the 17, and that is going to bring out the yellow, so they're going to realign them. And we'll be back in just a minute. Well, here we go, probably about 4 or 5 to go, down. And we got Joey Stevens in the lead with the 15 of Brian Mays on the outside and the 11 of Jerry Schmidt on the inside. The 44 of Larry McCracken kind of pushing his way up there, trying to get into that 3rd spot, but he couldn't do it. The 11 of Jerry Schmidt is going to hang on to it. Your leader, Joey Stevens, just stays out front. Looks like the 11 is going to get spun around, and then a couple more of them are going to get entailed in the accident. But I got a feeling Kick, the 44 maybe going to the back. I think he was involved in that hit there.
Yeah, you might be right there. I'll tell you what, this guy in 3rd, it looks like, the 45J of Jeremy McConville. He started back, oh shoot, heck, a good 5 rows back. He's come through the field. He's running, looks like 4th and 5th. Let's see if McCracken gets into the back. He's still sitting right there. You got Hank Thompson running 6th. I'll tell you what, though, Jerry Schmidt used to run this place, and now we got Joey Stevens out here just winning right and left.
Well, looks like it's going to take them just a little bit to realign these street stocks here at Valley Speedway on a Saturday night. We're going to be back here in just a little bit. Well, Kick, it looks like Joey Stevens is going to have this thing wrapped up. He just pulls away from him after every yellow flag start.
Yeah, then we got Brian Mays, Larry McCracken, Jeremy McConville, Bobby Ruff, and Hank Thompson back there. Here we go.
Well, I don't know if he's got a lower gear in that thing or what, but he just pulled away from him down that straightaway. Over there on that start. Joey Stevens out front still. Brian Mays and the 44 of McCracken now up into 3rd. Then the 45 and the other 15 of Bobby Ruff. Ruff looking to the bottom side of the 45. Got spun out here, and we're going to have another yellow flag.
Well, I know what's wrong with everybody tonight, Dad. I had buffalo chicken wings for supper. A lot of these guys probably don't believe in that chicken stuff, but, hey, I'm not here affecting anybody, but maybe it's got something to do with it. I don't know.
Kind of an old racing thing, kind of goes back to Doug Richards, doesn't it? He didn't believe in eating chicken before you come to the track.
Yeah, he didn't believe in chicken or anything green. I got a long story that I could tell about an old green lawn chair that he destroyed one night along with the race car at I-70. That was a horrible night. I'll never forget that.
Peanut shells and stuff like that in the pits. Really kind of funny with some of these racers, what the bad omen do them is.
Yeah, there's one driver I don't want to mention, but if I don't see him before hot laps, he refuses to go out and go hot lapping.
Well, they're going to have to line them up again, folks. We got another spin out down here, so we'll be back just a minute. Okay, the yellow light's out, and once again, we got Stevens still in front, and that's Mays on the inside. Then outside of him in the 44 is McCracken. Then we got Ruff on the outside, and who's the 45, Don? I never can remember his name.
That is Jeremy McConville.
And Hank Thompson up there pretty close. And just like several other restarts, Stevens just pulls away from him down that straightaway. Man, he must have a good gear or a strong motor. And got a little rough playing around back there in the back. And back here from 6, 7, 8, and 9. A lot of bumping going on. so. Stevens already pulls out to at least pretty close to half a straightaway lead, but now Larry McCracken has moved into that second spot here. Now Mays is going to come back on the bottom side. And we got one spun out, and the red and blue car here goes up over a wheel, and we have got another yellow.
You know, the funny thing is, I've got another superstition thing here to talk about. And ever since I've been doing my videos and taking pictures, there's one picture I didn't get for my video tonight. It was of Gene Claxton. And I want everybody to know the reason being is every time I used to take a picture of Gene Claxton, he'd never finish a race. So if you happen to watch my video later on, if you're wondering why Gene's not in that picture, it's because I didn't take a picture of him because I didn't want him finishing bad. But we've still got Joey Stevens in front here, and looks like we're going to have to get all lined up again. This is, like I said, it's just been one weird night, boy. They're just flying all over the place and running into each other.
We're going to take a break again here while they line them up one more time. Well, I'm about wore out on this one, Kick. I'm just wanting to see it get over now. I think Stevens just looks like he's got it well in hand, and nobody's even starting to come up and challenge him, but here
we go. We'll see what happens.
Kraken and Mays up there on that second row as we go down into turns 1 and 2. Makes a run on the outside of McCracken and forges ahead there for that second spot. Steven leads them out of turn 2 down the back straightaway and into 3 and 4. Really is a heck of a race going on there for that second spot between Mays and McCracken. We've got another one up against the fence over here, so we're going to do a yellow flag again. Things are going to come to a halt.
Yeah, that's Brian Houghton out of Smithville. I remember him, oh gosh, a few years ago when Brett Rollard used to race, and Brian got his own car, and that's who that is, sitting there backwards.
Once again, we're going to take a break. We'll be back. Here we go with the yellow flag restart. Josh Richards, your leader, as he takes them into 1 and 2, and Mays and the 45 kind of get together going into turn 1, and that's going to open the door for Kraken to take that second spot away. And it looks like Mays comes up and kind of gives him a little kiss on the rear bumper. Now Bobby Ruff now wanting to take that third spot away from Mays. Go into second place here, Larry McCracken. And Brian Mays. And we've got a yellow flag, and once again, got a few up together down here in turn 2. We'll be back.
Here we go, folks. It's old Kick here. Cheeseworks man had to go to the little boys room. So it's up to me to finish this. Still got Joey Stevens in the front, Larry McCracken. Got these three right here. Bobby Ruff and Jeremy McCracken. McConville. Got a pretty good lead here. There's first, second, third, fourth. Uh-oh, we got one to go, white flag. I'm gonna stay on these three guys. Oh, our leader gets a little swirly there. Here's second, third, fourth. There goes. There's your leader. Takes a checker. Larry McCracken. Then Brian Mays, Jeremy McConville. That is your, whoa! Trying to showboat there. That is your street stock race. Looks like we're so wound up we took another lap.
Well, it's time for the A-Mods here at Valley Speedway as we're getting ready to do our third restart. Kick, give us a lineup, buddy.
Yeah, here we go again. Tonight just continues to be crazy, but we got Nick Newton on the inside, big steering wheel Tim Setzer on the outside, Zach Sanders, Kyle Westerhold, long-haired Kerry Davis, and we got Jason Keem on the outside. Here we go, green flag.
And it looks like Tim Setzer, as he has done on the other two starts, lead him out of down the back straightaway and pretty close to being 3 wide through 3 and 4. And maybe we got a start. Boy, the dust is flying. I wish I had my hat. Right now, it's Tim Setzer, Nick Newton, Zach Sanders, and we got the 86 Kyle Westerhold, and 75 who's trying to slide up in front of Kerry Davis, and he does. He takes away that 5th spot. Man, the dust is thick back here on the back straightaway. Closest race right now for position is here in 2nd spot as Sanders tries to get up beside Newton. Westerhold up on that 4th spot, but he's not making much of a charge for 2nd and 3rd. Straightaway lead over 2nd place. Still battle for 2nd goes on. Zach Sanders and Nick Newton. Looks like Sanders has the advantage. Looks like he will take it away as when they come out of turns 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. He leads at the flag stand, and now Westerhold move up with the Newton hanging up here on the cushion. Sanders and Westerhold on the bottom. Now, Westerhold into that 30 spot. See how it is to start winning. No, Nick Newton will take it back. That's a 3-car battle. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Tim Setzer out Westerholt and your leader, Tim Setzer, up there. Looks like he's found a little open place to run. And I think we're going to have a yellow flag. If we do, well, the yellow light has gone out. We've got Setzer, Sanders, Newton, Westerholt, and Kerry Davis. That's the top five. Got to be at the midway point or maybe a little past it. Setzer with this race pretty well in hand. Now it looks like Westerholt is going to get around Nick Newton there for that third spot. Now Kerry Davis looks like he may pull it off too. But Newton's going to get that run off the top five. Still a three-car race there for the fourth spot. Kerry Davis will take it on that particular lap right there. And it looks like he will hold on to it. Once again, your top five. You have Tim Setzer out front here. Zach Sanders in second. Kyle Westerholt above the hill there. In that third spot, Kerry Davis. And Nick Newton trying to hang on to fifth with the white 75. And Brad Smith gets to the back with the 75. And he recovers. Smith with a reconfigured hood.
I'm going to say Brad Smith's got his hood in his face there.
Now Westerholt and Sanders. Tim Setzer now smoking pretty bad out the back. Don't know how much of this race we got left. It's some pretty heavy smoke coming out the back of that car.
Old Tim Setzer starting to smoke. I don't know what's going on here. We got smoke rolling out of the 51 car, the leader here, Tim Setzer.
Looks like Westerholt now is going to take over that second spot. Might be vital here. Setzer's laying down pretty good smoke. Not really slowing down. He was still a heck of a battle there between Zach Sanders and Kyle Westerholt for that second spot. Kerry Davis and Nick Newton back here in that battle for fourth also. Kyle Westerholt looks like he's got second place pretty well in hand now. He runs up around the top. Tim Setzer looks like he might, oh man, a big puff there. He must have really let off over there in between turns 1 and 2. Sanders, Kerry Davis, Nick Newton. And the white flag now has come out for Tim Setzer. Looks like Tim's going to make it. All he's got to do is negotiate and take the checkered flag. Looks like he will. Tim Setzer, Kyle Westerholt, Zach Sanders. Here's that battle for fourth and fifth. It looks like Kerry Davis is going to get a fourth spot away from Nick Newton. Yeah, take care. What's your name? Mike Kraft. Well, kick, man, quite a cloud of smoke coming out of that thing. What do you think? Maybe burned up a rear end?
Boy,
something. I don't know what he's going to win here tonight for first place at Valley Speedway for winning the race, but may not be enough to cover what has happened to that car there tonight. Hopefully is something else other than the rear end.
I have no idea. That was pretty interesting to watch, though. It was smoking good there for a while, and then it kind of went away, and well, here we are now.
Well, Kyle Westerholt comes up from outside second row to take second. Zach Sanders inside second row is going to take third, and then Nick Newton, who started outside front row or inside front row, is going to be the fourth place finisher, and then Kerry Davis is going to be fourth, and Nick Newton will be fifth. And folks, I think that's going to wrap it up here from Valley Speedway on a Saturday night. Once again, want to send out a big thank you to Kick Don Kraft for sitting in here with me on the call. Well, Kick, maybe we can do it again somewhere down the road.
Yeah, that was a real pleasure, man. That was real fun. It was pretty exciting stuff, man. It was really neat. Thanks a lot for having me do it. I appreciate it.
Once again, folks, that's going to wrap it up from Valley Speedway here on a Saturday night. Everybody take care, have a safe drive home, and we'll see you at another track next week.